Hello guys, my name is Kunning and welcome to this new video in which we'll be watching Dracos 8CZ playing in his ML2. And now I know what you're thinking. Haven't I said in my last video that I'm going to soon release your replays and not somebody just, random from the WOD replays? Well, yeah, I said it, but I've tried to look for the 9.19 update around the internet, and the only 9.19 update that I found was from one of the pages that I won't name, and it was seriously incredible shit. Honestly, I downloaded it. Not installed it. I simply had it in my computer. It took me like 2 hours to make it work, and eventually it just crashed or black screen of death. Generally said, it simply did not work. Whatever I did, it simply refused to work. I was trying to make it work for like 5 hours until I once again gave up and decided to go look for some good replays around the WOD replays. Anyways, what I found is this guy. This is an absolutely insane battle, whether you like it or not. And by the way, once again, a person from Czech Republic. Jesus, man, you are rolling with those kill guys. And what the fuck is that Type 5 heavy doing? Like, what the fuck, man? Alright, that was an amazing first clip into the Type 5 Heavy. That was, I don't know, thinking he's on some like carousel or I don't know what the fuck. And he was just spinning his turret around, allowing our hero to fire 4 shots into the rear of his turret. Into the back of his turret, giving him an impressive already 1150 damage done in this battle. Anyways, there's plenty of enemies on this flank, as we might see, especially tier 10 enemies. Tier 10 enemies, yeah. Tier 10 enemies such as the Type 5 Heavy that we have just seen our hero nearly killing, the mouse, and that's about all of the tier 10s that are on this flank. It's kinda unsurprising because the object 140 is after all a medium thing and kinda belongs to the middle flank on this map. But what the fuck is the Type 5? He probably disconnected or something. He probably shot his ally and he got banned or something like this. Still though, he gave our hero an impressive 2000 damage down. Like, seriously? What the fuck? Come on, man. As well, I should point out that the Draco so far nearly all of his premium rounds. He's on his last clip of premium rounds and he's gonna go into his regular rounds, into his standard APCR ammunition soon enough. So, despite the fact that so far it was just gold spamming, don't worry. Our hero is gonna most likely dip and pretty much burn through his regular shells as well. It isn't just the gold shells that are going to suffer. Here's the mouse. Come on, penetrate his cheeks. Oh, no, you probably won't be capable of penetrating that. The Oho is much juicier target for you. One shot into him, second shot into him, both of them penetrated, and there's the E75. And yeah, you were actually capable of penetrating him for 480 damage. Was it a high roll? Well, it was pretty impressive high roll, like 20% high roll. That is pretty damn high. If you know what I mean. But still, look at those enemies. This tank has absolutely broken turret armor, just like the ML1 or the Kranwagen. This tank is pretty much impenetrable frontally if it comes to its turret. Its whole armor is a bit weaker, but yeah, it's still pretty impressive. But its turret armor is the shit. It's the thing that makes this tank so incredibly OP. And the E75 that killed your gunner, and afterwards the Oho damaged your gun, so we weren't capable of instantly firing at that Oho. Still though, now we are reloaded, 2 shots into the Oho, the third shell went into the E75, and the last shell is most likely gonna go into the mouse, maybe? No, we are still going for the E75, come on, hit him! You missed if I am correct, reloading for this 8 seconds left. This is kind of a reason why journalists dislike autoloaders. Like, yeah, they can be both blessing and a curse. They, like, sometimes you are capable of firing all of your shells, you are capable of, like, one-clipping your opponent, but sometimes you might be capable of probably shooting the enemy once, and then once you go for a reload, you are, yeah, the enemy might decide to engage onto you, and if they got a lot more DPM than you got, which a lot of the enemies are going to have, you are pretty much dead. As well, one thing that I hate about them is the fact that I got pretty much nothing to commentate about while this guy is reloading. Anyways, you are finally reloaded. One shell into the Yak Tiger, second shed into the, what the fuck, third shell into him, and fourth shell. Come on, nice, he is killed. So far, like, what the hell is this? Look at those high rolls. Like, yeah, there were some low rolls, but what the fuck is that SU doing? Come on, man, you don't have to be a scumbag. Oh god. This guy went full on check mode, like, seriously. If you want to go, you can go. That's pretty much what he just said. Rough translation. There's ML1, pretty much a lower tier that is going to grow up to be ML2 one day. However, for now, the tank is a bit weaker than the ML2. It's pretty much the same thing, essentially, just on a tier, as I wanted to say, on a tier 7, on a tier 8. And it's just a tiny bit weaker, like the armor is overall a tiny bit weaker. But right now, our hero was penetrated for pretty much a second time throughout this battle, and he was chunked down by 800 damage. That was pretty unhealthy for your HP bar. However, you were capable of putting only one shell into the E75. He blocked, or you missed all other shells apart from that one. Anyways, right now, once again, he's reloading, so there's nothing to talk about apart from the fact that what the fuck is the Liberté doing? And what the hell are the enemies doing? Like, they could have won this flank rather easily if the mouse is doing quite well. But if the Type 5 Heavy was actually doing something and he wasn't just turning his thread like a freaking idiot. Like, what the fuck was he even trying to do? And what the fuck is the Oho doing over there? Alright. There's a what? Alright. There's a... like, two teams of scumbags. What the hell is happening? I don't even understand. There's the E75. He tried to shoot at you. He bounced off your turret armor, if I'm correct, but you bounced off of his well-angled frontal plate. There's the ML1, and you missed because he pulled back. Second shot into him. Hopefully you won't hit the turret. Maybe, yes, you hit the whole armor, so it is a guaranteed penetration. The ML1 has rather impressive whole armor as well. Like, both these things have rather impressive whole armor, which is reaching those 200 marks with ease. If you decide to angle yourself, well, on the ML1, if you decide to angle yourself, your whole armor is frontally going to be capable of blocking pretty much everything. However, on an ML1, you are pretty much unable to side scrape because it has, like, how much? 30 side armor? The ML2, if I'm correct, has a bit tougher side armor, but that's generally all that's better about this thing than... all that's better at this thing than it is on the ML1 side armor. Right now, however, your entire right flank lost it. Look at this. The entire right flank is dead and the enemies are pushing into your base, so we have got to defend. You are going into another hold down position over here, and hopefully you'll be capable of doing a lot from over here. No, we are still pushing forwards. There's still a rock that can protect you. There's an oh-ho. He's gonna be a juicy target for your amazing 120 caliber gun, if I'm correct. Yep, 120 caliber gun. 3 shots into him, all 3 penetrated, and you bounce his 330 alpha damage gun. And there's the UDES 03, he can actually penetrate, no, he probably won't be capable of penetrating your turret, but he should be easily capable of penetrating your whole armor. There's the Object 140, which is much juicier target at this point, and he is down. The second enemy tier 10 tank is down, because, well, the first one was an absolute fucking moron. Like, what the hell was he doing? I seriously feel like he just he turned his head around to just shoot on one of his teammates who was acting a bit scumbaggy. He damaged him and he got banned or something like that. I do not know. Anyways, so far the Dracos was capable of dealing 8,640 damage. That's absolutely insane. And plus that, he was capable of blocking 4,480. And there's the UDES 03. Run, motherfucker, run! One shot into him and he's dead. There is the HWK, pretty new light tank. One shot into him and his tracks absorb it. How lucky you've got to be in order to block something in a light tank, especially in a tier 8. Is it a tier 8 light tank? I do feel like it is. In a tier 8 light tank, and, well, bouncing a tier 10 in a tier 8 light tank. Like, how freaking lucky you have got to be. You were reloading because you have had only one shot remaining and you weren't capable of getting You weren't capable of shooting at any of the opponents. There's the HWK that is trying to shoot at you, but for some reason he probably thinks that he can penetrate your turret armor. Turret armor that is pretty much impenetrable even for TDs around this tier. Seriously, if this tank is going hull down, not even the Jagdpanzer E100 can penetrate it with premium rounds, and those things got 420 penetration. I've seen this beast bouncing numerous shells with various amounts of penetration, and none of them were capable of penetrating. All of them simply bounced. Anyways, you are finally reloaded. The FB4202 is down. Now to the E75. One shell into him. The second shell won't be capable of finishing him off. Second shell into him. However, the I7 has got your back and he protected you. Now is the hunt for light tank, the quickest of all the enemies. However, yeah, it's gonna take you quite some time to get to him. This is my best game. I totally agree with you. 10,000 damage in tier 10 game. This is absolutely amazing. This is absolutely amazing. You're right now you're trying to get that medal for 8 kills. I don't know its name. I forgot it. I forgot about it. The only thing that is kind of sad about this replay that I've got to point out is sad about this replay is the fact that you won't be getting a Colobanos because, well, pretty much half of your, well, third of your team is still alive. So yeah, you won't be getting a Colobanos. But in this case, with like 10,500 damage done, I think that would be nothing more than a cherry on top of cake. Once again, talking Czech language, I'm not going to translate. He's pretty much begging for that kill, and the I7 responds with, "Alright, I'll give you that kill." However, I do feel like that light tank is gonna run around until the end of the battle, so I do feel like it's gonna be a bit better for our team to simply finish him off, because he's gonna be simply running away constantly. However, you got only one shot remaining. You have got to hit him, otherwise you moves. Come on. Pen Radiate, why the fuck you do that? Well, what an impressive battle that was. I haven't seen such an amazing amount of damage dealt in one battle for a long amount of time. And if it wasn't for that scumbaggy Pen Radiate at the end of a battle that stole your 8th kill, you would have, well, 8 kills. You would have a medal for that. Now you only got your Top Gun, which is kinda sad. Anyways, you were still capable of getting an ace tanker for this medal, bruiser, fire effect, shell proof, steel wall, and a high caliber. All of them are rather nice medals. I'm kinda sad that you weren't capable of getting more, because this game was absolutely amazing. Over 10,000 damage dealt. Whatever you say, even if you were camping all game long, even if you were spamming just premium rounds, this is an impressive damage dealt. And you weren't spamming premium rounds. You seriously run out of your ammunition. You had only one single shell remaining that was like saved in your storage for that last opponent, but that motherfucker Pen Radiate stole it from you, which is like seriously as a freaking heartbreak at the end of a battle. Like, yeah, it's far better than, you know, not getting a win for such an amazing game, but still it's kinda annoying and sad. For the game, you lost only 10,000. I'm still kinda surprised that you got a tier 10 tank without having a premium. It's kinda surprising because nowadays we all might know World of Tanks is heavily paid to win, and it is incredibly difficult to grind. Like seriously, I've spent like a year by trying to grind non-premium, and I was capable of only getting to like a tier 9 because it's seriously terrible to grind out. You get no way of earning money. So by playing free to play, by not buying premium, you are pretty much committing suicide in this game. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this game. I definitely enjoyed it. I haven't seen such an amazing amount of damage dealt in a seriously long amount of time, and I hope that I'll see you next time. Bye!